taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Second and 15 now. Rodgers. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And the
throwing is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st down, Green Bay.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening. Throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tavon Young in on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And in double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. return on this one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with the pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green
Curtis
Bay.
Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Packers 14, Lions 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green
Now
Bay.
after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Swift. And some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. 3rd down here.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Lions 7.
Center's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? You made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. On play action, they'll throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Lions.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
A gain of 13 yards.
They run again with Dillon.
First down.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
A.J. Dillon, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
To throw is Rodgers. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Their own 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this throw caught left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run
fighting for the end zone, he lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 3rd and short, to give it to tight end. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. First down, and they go with Swift again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
With the score.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 89 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
Rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Rodgers. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now, here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. Past the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce it is.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
49-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rodgers will find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
For the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Crosby to kick off.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance. I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A gain there of 21 yards. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And Ingram holds it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions were able to draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Packers go for it. Rodgers completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Dillon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing is Rodgers. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who throw it.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 25 a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. This will be caught at about the 6. Oh, they're holding their breath right now. That's Aaron Rodgers shaken up on the play. Still down. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Lions 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like,
and got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Evan Ingram, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
First down, Packers.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
Oh, my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of...
He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Lions 31.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are